Okay,
Okay,
so
now it's working. Cool.
go in here now. So this is the
So,
key. Obviously, there's the design, right? You want to make sure the design is pretty. You know, you don't have to. Pretty doesn't always get the best conversions.
okay.
Simple and good copy is going to get you the best conversions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a desirable product, so people want to know about it. So in here, this is where I talked about the integration. So
Yep.
you click that, and so this is like number one. You always have to have this set. Like
Mm-hmm.
I yelled at one of my clients that he was sending thousands of dollars to, and he set up a page. I'm like, dude, you don't even have your integration. No wonder we haven't get all this traffic's going nowhere.
This is for those. So this is where I would add in
Exactly,
the
because if it's
Mailchimp.
not capturing that data, it's not
Mm-hmm.
going to upload into ClickFunnels. It's just going to, it's a waste,
Okay.
right? That's
Yep.
number one.
So integrations and then Mailchimp.
So yeah, once you have the API in there, Mailchimp will pop up, and you'll
Okay.
go through and make sure it's in the list, right? And it's
Okay.
good. Always want to make sure, double check that.
Okay.
When you're in your settings, also, I'm assuming you're going to try to run Facebook ads.
Yep.
You want to go to tracking code.
Okay.
Right? So this is the other most important thing. You need to put your pixel code on that header right there.
So tracking code and then what? Header.
So this would, in your header code right here, you would copy and paste the pixel code from Facebook. This would be the page view, right? Because they're landing on this page or getting the page view. In your audience, you want to make sure you set up where you can actually capture that data. So let's say 300 people come here.
Yep.
So now you can retarget those people. So you have to do that within Facebook settings.
Okay. So in the Facebook settings, I want to get the HTML script.
In Facebook settings, there's
Mm-hmm.
there's a thing called Pixel. The little and you go to your Pixel, you set up your Pixel, and it will give
Okay.
you the code. Once you get that code, you copy it.
Okay.
When you press the button, it copies, and then you just paste it in here.
Okay. And to get do I go to my business page to get for Pixel, or does it matter?
Whatever account you're running ads on is the
Mm-hmm.
Pixel you want to use.
Okay.
So if you're using your business account, then you would get that pixel, right? If you're using your personal account, you would get that pixel. There's there's would be two different pixel codes. You want to make sure the one you're running ads to
Mm-hmm.
has the right code.
Okay, and then the pixel would just be on one of the settings under in the like I'll go to my account, my business page, go to settings, and click on pixel.
Yep.
Okay.
In the top left, there's those three lines on Facebook. You click that, there'll be a button for pixels or a tab for pixels. You click that
Mm-hmm.
there, and then grab that code, put it in there.
Got
So
it.
you want to put it on this page, and it will have the page view. On the next page, you want to make it also have the code for a lead. So
Right.
then if you run conversions, it's going to focus on getting you the most conversions. And that's typically the best ad you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Up front, you actually want to do probably a page post to just make sure you generate a lot of traffic
Uh-huh.
and your relevance score high. Because if Facebook sees that you have a low relevance score, they'll also ban your account.
Okay. So then, and that's talking about what page are you talking about? The thank you page?
Well, this would be this page. On the code where you put, it's the same code with just a one line different where it has lead.
Mm-hmm.
You'd still keep the page view, but you'd also add a little snippet where it has lead. So it captures a lead. So it lets Facebook knows when it lands on this thank you page,
Mm-hmm.
that is a lead. And
Oh, okay.
find those people that fit that description.
So the lead I'm getting from Facebook.
So you're getting that same pixel code, but
Mm-hmm.
there's also a one line different where it says lead, and you type that in lead.
But where am I doing that on?
That code you put on the thank you page.
Oh, that's gonna be the thank you.
When you run ads, Facebook's going to work harder at getting you leads they know that because all the people who landed on that thank you page are
Mm-hmm.
the people that will be a lead. If you put a lead on this page, then
Mm-hmm.
everybody landing on it was going to be considered a lead. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, you want it to be on the thank you, so you know that they got the download, right?
Because they put in their email address.
Okay. All right, so that would be, so I would go to settings again, tracking code, and that's where I'll put in the lead code on the thank you page.
Correct.
And then again, I'm getting the lead code on Facebook below, it's below Pixel.
Here, let's do this. Go to Facebook real quick. Yeah, go into your ads manager.
To Ads Manager,
Oh, so click that drop down you're about to do, and it says
Okay.
manage ads. Sorry.
manage ads, okay.
And to see that top little three little line,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. And you're going to see a thing that come up pixel right there over assets, far right. There you go, right there.
Pixel.
Yep, exactly.
So click that, right?
Yep. And if you haven't, you'll have to set it up to the far right, most likely.
And then add data source
Uh,
or create pixel, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. And then once I have that, then the lead will also.
So hit next. So I'll show you.
Okay, cool.
Make it easy. Because otherwise it's kind of confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is stuff I needed to learn, because this is like the most important stuff that's going to. This is how they can get the. This is when you see.
The middle one,
Where?
the middle one. Yep.
So like when I click on somebody and then I keep seeing them over and over again, this is why, right? This is what they're doing.
Yeah, because they set up retargeting ads.
Retarget. Yeah. Okay.
Click that right there.
This one.
Or no, scroll down. Yeah, scroll down and click the middle. That one right there. We'll copy the code.
Okay.
Okay, now go back to that page. Go to settings. Go to tracking code.
And I'm gonna have to do this for every page I set up every opt-in on the first page.
Yes.
Okay.
So this one you could actually theoretically, so hit X there and save. I'll show you another place where in any part of the funnel you can add that, hit save. Over to the far right.
Mm-hmm.
And now exit out of that page or this part of the funnel. Don't even worry about that.
Just go like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So now go.
Exit out of it.
What's that?
Hit out of that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, go to the thank you page. And we're going to take that same code and I'll show you the one line that you want to change.
Okay. What would be a good thank you page?
That one's fine.
This one?
Yeah.
Anything simple, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, so actually so the thank you page, I always recommend that's where you put your video.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, hey, I'm emailing you the PDF right now or the checklist or, the book, whatever. So please check your email, check the spam box, make sure everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where you have the video because you have a captive audience now that you can sell.
Okay. So
you don't want to miss that opportunity.
So in here is where I'm putting my video.
But yeah. So
The video saying, check your email, thank you.
let's focus on the pixel first now.
Okay.
Go to settings.
Mm-hmm.
So go to tracking code. And so hit, just paste that in there.
Under header?
Yep.
So go back to Facebook, right?
Nope. It's already saved.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so this is the one line. So see that FBQ track page view? Copy that line.
FBQ.
In the middle, on line 12.
Okay. Copy this.
Yep, copy that. Command C, or that works too.
Uh-huh.
Now, undo it. So get it so it's not highlighted anymore. Click to just the right of it.
Okay.
Click to the right of it, so the cursor's to the right of the page view, and now hit enter.
Hit enter.
Yep. Now paste that in there.
Under number 13 is cool.
Yep. And now change page view to lead with a capital L. Nope. So where it says page view, you want to change that to lead.
Page view. Change this one right here.
Yeah, correct. So what that's doing is, right, so now it says we're going to register this as a page view, which is fine, which we want. And we're also going to register it as a lead. So when somebody lands on this page, now it's a lead fires within Facebook. So that's what the pixel is doing. It's firing certain stuff. If this was a thank you page after an order form, then we could put purchase, or, I mean, Facebook allows you to name it whatever you want, but it's easy to put lead, or if it was a cart, we'd add to cart. So that's where you determine, like, based off it is, and then you can retarget based off if they added the cart, if they purchased, whatever.
Okay. So this will become lead. Okay, I was just writing that down. Okay, so now I'll know when a lead will be generated from anybody that got to the download and the thank you page.
X out of that and save it.
Okay. Let me just make sure I just want to make sure this is still recording. Yeah, very cool. Okay. So, and then I can add a video in here, and can you just show me that real quick too while we're on here?
So super simple. See those orange things? It's kind of the most important things that pop up. So click the plus button.
This one?
Right, the big plus in the middle, down below. There you go. The plus. You're gonna see video.
Oh, okay. So it's a YouTube video. So I got to download it to YouTube first, and then
you could add a Vimeo. So just click it and add it. And so now click that and go to settings, or you can just double click it and it pops up. So see how it says custom embed? You can embed it yourself. Hit the drop down up there, and you could either do a YouTube, Wistia, either one of those.
Perfect. Okay, cool. And so here is where my video should be. Thank you for downloading. This is a top 10. Should I talk about what the document is on this page, or should I just be more like a thank you, check your email, about me kind of thing, like talk about myself, or what do most people do here?
Right. So you want to be good. You want to know their pain points, right?
Yep.
And what's your ultimate goal? To get them to sign up for a session, right?
Yep.
Or coaching. So you want to provide a bunch of value. First thing you always say is, hey, thank you for signing up for our 10
top 10.
Yeah, I'm emailing that right now. I just click the button, right? You can be fancy with it or whatever, just so they feel good and be like, but I'd like to also give you X. I'd like to show you how you can drop 10 pounds tomorrow. Making this stuff up, of course.
Yeah, just give them some kind of value, like some tip, a couple tips.
Then take them through of something that will value. Then you say, well, but first, before I tell you that, I want to show you. I want to tell you who I am. I'm Ryan. I've achieved this. I've done this. And before and after photos. That's where you show all that stuff. So then you're like, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy's credible. This guy's been on here. This guy's done this. This guy. And you're just kind of like introducing yourself. You're not trying to be like, oh, I'm amazing. You're just like, hey, this is me. I'm trying to fill you in.
Yeah.
I would prefer it as marketing's very similar to dating, right? You would not walk up to a girl and say, I want to marry you, or I want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
You would walk up to her and be like, hey, my name's Scott. I find you very attractive. I'd like to get your phone number, and you'd start the relationship from there. And then you'd build upon that. It's the same process, right?
Okay.
You want to be smooth about it. It's no different if you walked into whatever Circuit City. I mean, like, who shops in stores nowadays? But if you walked into a store, and he came up to you and he's like, buy this stereo. You'd be like, dude, get away from me.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I want to buy a stereo, but don't approach me like that.
You want to be subtle about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, or fortunately, that's what a lot of marketers do online. And so you want to just be kind of suave. Like, you're not forcing them to try to buy your business, because it's just, nobody's going to do it. You just are like, hey, this is who I am, and I'd love to help you. I want to provide you a bunch of stuff that can help you in your journey. And then,
Okay.
then you help them make the decision in their own mind to
Okay.
purchase your stuff because you guide them through that path.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. And that's on that first year. And then am I telling them to click this button here to download it, or is it going to their email to download it, the
I
PDF?
would recommend that you have, because I would recommend that you get, because let's say they really want this,
Yeah.
but up front, initially, most people put in fake emails because they're like, "I'll just go here and
Yeah.
download it."
Yeah.
So if they really want it, they'll go back, put in the right email address, and then then you at least get their email so you can follow up with them.
Okay.
But my philosophy is always like, even if they put in their wrong email address, if I catch them with a video
Mm-hmm.
and make it so it captures their attention,
Mm-hmm.
well, then I win. I would always split test this with also a long form sales letter, because you got to remember, a lot of people are at work or somewhere they can't watch or have a video play that's noise.
Okay. So also split it with a long form, just like just copy pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Copy on like, hey, here's some pointers that I think would be helpful. Here's this, or hey, I'm also giving away this. Right?
What about a video with with the what's it called, the closed captions?
But that works great too.
So just maybe split it with captions kind of thing.
The ugly sales videos.
What's that?
An ugly sales video. It's a PowerPoint presentation where you basically just read the text on the screen.
Yeah.
Actually, they convert pretty well, but
Really? Like a PDF or something? I mean, a PowerPoint?
you record the screen of basically of a PowerPoint that you're doing, but it's literally just almost verbatim. You're reading along, and it engages people because they read along too.
Oh, I see. Okay. So from here, what is my goal to send them to? Like, I want them to, they want to know more. Where am I going from here? Do I have them download this clip so they can add their email again?
Yeah, no, because you already emailed them, right? Because it came in MailChimp, it auto-fired in MailChimp that when they hit that list, it would automatically send them that free download.
Oh, so they got the thank you page after the MailChimp got the email?
So once they opt in, right?
Yep.
Opt in, their email stuff goes into MailChimp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you set up MailChimp, you set up where they automatically will get an email and whatever, immediately regarding their free report. So in that email, I would recommend, that's where you also provide more value and let them know, like, here's a free report. Thank you for downloading this. Hey, this is me, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And then where you engage them more with multiple emails down the line.
Okay.
There's research showing that you get 70% of your customers on follow-up email.
As I set up a whole auto emails.
And that's where you engage them with, like, different content that your users would want, stuff that would engage them, things that would be like they'd find really valuable. Because at the end of the day, they're buying you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to find a way to get them to really engage and value you. There's a thing called law of reciprocity. So if you give and give and give and give, they'll feel they have to buy from you, right? Or have to do something for you.
Yeah.
There's a great book called Robert Cialdini. But and it's just about providing value. Your copy has to be good where you understand your user base or customer base, so you know what will really be valuable to them.
Okay, cool. So
and I'd say in the fitness niche, you got to be a little different because there's so much free stuff out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I have to be unique, right?
Yeah.
Which I think I'm pretty unique. Yeah.
That really triggers them emotionally too.
Okay.
That makes them kind of feel like, yeah, I do need this. Right? Because people in fitness, they act based off their emotions. They don't go and get fit because they want to get ripped. It's typically because they don't have the confidence they want. They feel bad about themselves.
Okay, so yeah, play on the pain points and all that.
Yeah, obviously you want to, and talk about success stories in emails too. Those are great. Like, hey,
transformations.
That inspiration, right? People are going to act two ways: pain and pleasure. So so much pleasure of seeing before and after photos that they're inspired.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either inspire them or make them feel so bad about themselves that they take action. Those
Yep.
two are the only things that are going to work.
Okay. So that's where the emails need to be, right?
Yeah.
Lots of that. Okay. So, okay, can you show me so I'm just really clear about how to make, so I know I can go in here and start making these opt-in pages? So,
So let's just kind of break down everything real simple. So let's first go to the green thing. So go out the line and nope, stay in here, stay in. And you see how you have the purple or the orange. The orange, when you click a plus button, go to the plus in the bottom at the bottom. Yep, click that. So this is how you add any element, like a headline, a sub, a paragraph, bullet point. Or go to the far right and scroll down so you can see more.
Okay.
And so this is where you add buttons, input fields, text fields, phone numbers, billing address, countdown timers, all that stuff.
Okay. And that's pretty easy to do.
Elements, right? So anytime you click one of those, it's going to add an element.
Okay. So like if I wanted a countdown timer, it's going to go right in there. Boom. Do I need to adjust it or?
Yeah, so you're going to click. So anytime you need to edit one of these elements, you can either just click it or you can click the settings little wheel.
Okay. And then I could play with it.
So the end
adjust things.
I prefer the evergreen stuff where you can count down from like a 30 seconds or a 2 minutes.
30 seconds.
Date and time.
So 30 seconds countdown.
If you use your page regularly, you'll forget like, oh shoot, I ended it already on the first.
Okay, so go evergreen.
If you do the other timer, you'll set it where it's like everybody who lands on your page, it will do a 30-minute countdown, and then if they go back, same thing.
How do you put evergreen on here?
It's actually a different timer, so you go back and add a different element.
Oh, okay. So go to plus.
Yep. And so you go down, and there's a few different options for timers. Right? You want the countdown or the minute timer.
Minute timer, okay.
Right? And so same thing, you go in here. So 30 minutes, whatever, 5 minutes. And then, so there's different themes too you can go. So like click the themes. And so you can see all the different kind of themes you can change the button to.
Okay.
And then you can go to advanced as well.
This would be like for a webinar type thing, you think? Is that what
it could be used for anything. Like
okay.
It's more common with webinars and so forth.
Okay.
You can change the size of it, center. So in all the elements, there's going to be a settings, a themes, and an advanced.
Okay.
Right? You just have to learn to kind of play with all the elements.
Yeah.
You can do a redirect. So if you do have a timer, you should probably have a redirect because people are smarter now, and they kind of will call you out and be like, oh, well, some timer there. But your novice users won't even, it doesn't bother them, which is most of your customers. It's just like, us digital marketing nerds where they'll be like, oh, this guy didn't even do his timer and it's got a redirect. At the end of the day, as long as your funnel works and it produces clients, that's all that matters.
So, and I would do that right here with the redirect here?
So you go redirect URL, and it's already selected. You just add that redirect URL within where it says redirect URL, the HTTP, blah, 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 blah.
To wherever it's going, right? Like whatever this domain
exactly. is. So if you were like, oh, well, you missed out on your book or the webinar's ended, but you can still grab this free report or this book or, these amazing ab exercises.
Okay. So after the countdown timer to the whatever amount of minutes, it'll go to, then I can send them to a new page.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, cool. And, okay, so that's for adding elements. What else should I know on this?
Okay, cool. So go to the blue thing. So click the settings on the blue one.
Blue, okay.
The blue one encompasses everything that's in this frame, right? So all the elements that are inside this specific frame. If you click that, so it's more about top margin. So move the top margin around, or a background image, so you see how that moves around. The width of it, so you can change the width of it, the background color, the text, and then the padding, right? So you can make it scroll up and down.
Okay. So that, and for the background image, that would be here or here?
Correct. That would just be here. That'd just be here.
Okay.
In that blue frame.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So everything in that blue frame that's where we're editing now. If we're in the green frame, That's where you're editing all the green, the stuff within the green frame.
Within the green. Okay.
If you go back out of here, and so kind of move up, there you go. See how that's the green frame?
Yeah.
So add different, like let's say we want to add another green frame. So scroll all the way to the bottom. Not in here. So scroll just to the very bottom of the page. And so go all the way down below. And you see now, let's see each of these are green frames. So let's say we want to add another one. So click the plus button. And this is where you would separate, like if I want it full width or a wide frame or a medium or small. So like this one you see with a lot of the elements with the click to download, you're going to have a medium or it's going to be a wide frame. So it's not the full width, right? Makes sense. So then let's just do like whatever, a small frame.
Okay.
Right, so see how it made a small frame inside there? Then you would add a blue
this
element
one, right?
inside of it. You have to add a new row inside of it.
This one, right?
Yep. And then you can set it where it's 2 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, inside each one of those is where you put in all the elements.
And this is where you put the video, or so. And an element again is like a video or a picture or a countdown timer.
So it's all the real data that you use to put on there. The blue and the green helps you kind of just format it, where the orange is all the elements, the videos, the timers, the headers, any of that.
Text too would be orange.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So all the elements are everything that really is what you need to put in the site. And then the blue and the green just allows you to format the size of it, the width of it, how it appears on the page, things like that.
Okay. And sorry. So once I have an opt-in and the thank you page, I have the MailChimp set up. It's going to go to the thank you page. What does this click here to download? Is this going to download the PDF file, or are they going to download it from the email?
You'll see how it says warning button action not set. So there's no action set. So you would have to set that action.
Oh, I see.
I would just delete it, because I'm like, if our goal is to just have a video there and where they can download it directly, just delete it.
Yeah, I'd rather them download it from
the email.
Yeah, from the email. But so the email, I'm going to have to create a link then that has a download page then, right? And then add that to the email?
Correct.
Okay.
A super easy way to do it a lot of times now is I just do a link within Google Drive to a lot of people who doesn't have access to that, and it instantly downloads, and you're like, saves you a ton of time to like upload a digital format and click funnels and get a separate page. I'm just like, put it in Dropbox or in Google Drive and just add that link within that email, and we're simple. And
then it'll take them right to the download, right?
It takes them right to the PDF, so it opens it up on the screen and they could read it on the screen.
So once they add their email, the thank you page is going to pop up right away then, right? And then they're going to get the email as well. So they're getting this.
It's kind of like an afterthought, right?
Yeah.
Because now what it's doing is
taking them through it.
Well, it's also and then they're more apt to go, so I got to make sure this is spam, and I have to find this, so then they get what they want. You don't make it so easy that they're like, oh, cool, I got my report, I'm out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, what you just did is you made them exit your funnel before you had a chance to really give them value. And the goal is like, I got a captive audience, now I can sell them without knowing that I'm selling them.
Okay. And so where would I take them after the thank you video? Where should I take them to? Some kind of an upsell?
Well, there, I mean, you could...
Or a call?
Your goal is to set them up with a call. I'd go right into the call. I'd make the video, kind of close them, and do a call.
So talk about myself, or thanks for downloading, check out your email. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is my story. These are the transformations, maybe hit some pain points, and then say, if you want to go further with me, we could set up a free 20-minute call, that kind of deal.
I would always err on the side is like, hey, I'm in this business to help people. I truly want to help everybody achieve their goals. How about, sign up for a 20-minute call, totally free. I typically charge, whatever, about $100 for this call, but I want to give it to you for free for opting in as a thank you. because you want to give them a reason, right? Because immediately when people come in here, they just think it's a scam, right? Everybody nowadays online is like, oh, it must be a scam.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to just let them know like why you're doing it, even if it's a silly reason. Be like, hey, I want to just help you.
Yeah.
Like, my goal is to help you.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, I have my coaching business, and I'd love for you to sign up, but I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to tell you you have to buy it. I just want to really help you. And if it comes from a place of like authenticity and you're genuine about it, people are going to respect it. And then they're also going to be like, well, he did say he has a coaching business, so it's not that he's not going to sell it. So if they agree, you're giving them permission
To bring it up, right? To sell them.
yeah. Or they're giving you permission to like allow you to sell it, and it's just like, well, that's much better. Otherwise, it's like, well, I'm going to bring this up now, and they're like, well, wait a second, you didn't. So if you're just upfront about everything, it goes so much easier.
Okay, so make everything up front, be up front from the first video, pretty much.
Yeah, because then people have to be like, he's credible.
Yeah.
And trust you. And
Yeah.
people don't give money to people they don't trust.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Right?
sense.
At the end of the day, you have to build this person's trust because we put our money where our heart lies and our trust is, and obviously when we value it enough. So if you land all those values, then you close sales.
Yeah. Got it. That makes sense. And so should I have a button that takes them to some kind of, is there a way I could set it up to where?
Then you add an element, which is a button, which we just deleted. So go to the orange right below, like the video.
Oh yeah, right here.
The orange one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then just add a button. Scroll down. There you go. It's gonna button. Click that.
So that's add any button. Always go there, right?
Yep. And you click that. And then go to advanced real quick on this one.
Okay.
I like to make the buttons full length. So click the fluid button.
Fluid.
Up top button width. Up top where it says fluid.
Oh, got it.
And it says full width. I just like making it full width.
Yeah, that looks better.
And then go to settings. Go back to settings.
Okay, and this I could change the text and all that.
The text. I also increase the font size.
What's a good number?
I don't go by numbers. I just go by
The way it looks or whatever.
And how much text is in there. Like if you have a bunch of text, then I don't. But I normally try to keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
Free help, click here, and obviously the video explains it. You can also make this button appear in the advanced section at a certain time in the video. So if you make it through whatever 3 minutes, and 3 minutes is like the click the button and I want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
You can make that pop up at that time so people don't push through it.
Where's that at?
In the advanced settings.
Oh, okay. And that's where you can set up a time.
Where is that button effect? Go to animation and the styles. There you go.
Oh, okay. This is where you put so it fades in.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it would ask.
And then you put the time, amount of minutes or whatever, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't do negative.
Yeah, I mean. And so once I have, then I create the action, right?
Yeah, exactly. You would send them to just the next step in the funnel, typically. Right?
So the action is going to be what? Like I could set up like a.
And just go submit form page, or actually just hit go to the next step in the funnel because they're not adding any more data.
Okay.
You'd create another page where you would import like your Calendly or whatever software you use to capture an appointment.
Yeah, my booking software, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So go to next. Let me just write this down. So go next step, and then new page will have the booking software.
And then you would just add the element with the HTML, the Java, and you would paste that embed code in there.
What do you? Wait, I'm sorry. When you
hit the back. So let's just say they're on the next page where they can schedule an appointment.
Yep.
If you add it, you'd have to add an element that's HTML and Java.
HTML and Java.
Get out of here. That's confusing. Get out of that part. So remember, a whole new element. So you just hit the little plus button for the orange to add elements.
Okay.
And scroll down to within the element. Go back to add an element again. And now scroll all the way down within the elements at the bottom. You're going to see, there you go, custom JS and HTML. So your booking software should give you and then click the element. Just double click it and it'll open up the settings.
Okay.
Click it once, sorry. There you go. And then you open Code Editor. And in here, that's where you would post the embed code.
So it's got to be a script. It's not like a domain. It's a script.
Yeah, it'd be the when you're in your whatever your appointment thing, you'll find the embed code and you just post that in there, paste that in there.
Okay. Could I also do a domain? Because I do have I have another type of booking software where it's like it's a link.
Then you wouldn't even use that. You just have that within that button. So that button, instead of going to the next page in the funnel, not there. Click the button one.
Does it click to sign up?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then put the action right there, right?
Exactly. Hit the action as that URL.
And then put it here, right? Under go to website URL?
Correct.
Okay. So I could do it that way too.
Yeah.
And then they will just take them straight to the booking. Okay. And then to set up the next page, then I would just go back out of here, right? And it goes to add a page, right? Oh, and how do I save it?
Save. Make sure you always save.
So save first, yeah. And then go, oh, do you have to name it too? Or no?
Because it's not like you're going to do SEO with this stuff, so it's kind of the way they added it years ago.
Oh, okay. That's only if you're going to do like keywords and all that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then I just add a new step here, right?
Well, now what they're doing is when they click that button, they're going to go to your appointment setting software, so you don't really need to add a new step.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking in the future if I want to have like maybe a, well, I guess I would, yeah. For an opt-in, you only need really 2 pages in, right? Unless you want to add the 3rd page with the HTML for the booking. Is that pretty much what an opt-in is? That's it? And then everything else will go by the emails. I'll send them new videos. You know, if I want to send like a 3-part video series, that would go to their email direct, right?
You can do it that way, or you can just have it there on the funnel and just they can watch it and then go to the next one and they can go to the next one. And then at the same time, you also have the email series telling them to go back to make sure they watch each video.
Oh, okay. I see.
So obviously, there's a million ways to do it.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to keep it simple. And honestly, what I really want to do right now is just collect emails and start building my list and booking strategy sessions and that can possibly turn into one-on-one clients or group clients.
So then I would recommend this funnel or a slightly advanced version of this, where the next step they would fill out a survey of saying like, hey, I want this, I need to do this, these are my goals, this. The more they do online for you, the more committed they are.
Yeah.
They feel, and then obviously if you've given them more value, they're going to trust you more and be like, wow, you know what, like I do need this. He is right about this. I like the guy. Yeah, no, I'm willing to, hire him.
So the 3rd step should be like a survey, you're saying? Or the step after they're booking the strategy session?
I would test 2 different funnels, because this one, let's say, is already set up. We have an opt-in, and then they're going straight to the appointment core to set an appointment.
Yeah.
Then I would test another one where it has the opt-in.
Where you go create variations. Is that what you do to get to that?
Yeah, you would do it that way. Yeah, correct.
Okay. And then you create one. I can create one with maybe not having them go to the booking link on the 2nd, right? Just going to the 3rd to the survey.
You could have them go straight to like a short video and maybe a survey.
From the, so the thank you would just be the video, and then the button would be go to the survey, right? Kind of thing.
Or just embed the survey right there on the
thank you page.
Thank you page.
I see. Okay. So try a different way. So try it without it, with just go straight to the booking, and then try one with the thank you page, with the survey and asking about their goals, and then from the survey, book the call kind of thing, right?
Correct.
Okay, and those work pretty well, the surveys?
They do, because you're going to get a lot more engagement. The biggest thing, right, like in any market is you have an amazing opt-in, like a lead magnet. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that's going to really grab their attention and be like, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that, then it's like, okay, well, let's just take them through the process. And if your goal is to set up a coaching, well, then you just have to figure out what steps are next in that process to make sure that they achieve that goal of setting up a coaching.
Okay. And just kind of keep it simple right now and I could always add more and more as I go along, but there's like literally millions of variations, right?
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, people try to get too complex with it.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather all I need to do, once I get them on the phone, I'm pretty good at getting the, selling them on a program. I just want to get people on the phone.
Yeah, then I would say the simplest method is to try to drive them to that appointment.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, maybe a couple page, like an opt-in thank you page.
I would test
to the appointment.
Video, the survey, and then I would test a possible another one with just an opt-in straight to a call or a short video and say, hey, look, I really want to help you. I know that you downloaded this. I want to walk you through this step. I also want to show you how the quick diet or whatever can help you gain 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I'll give you, which you probably already know, your target market's going to always be female in the middle age.
Yeah.
We did it. I worked with Neil Patel. I don't know if you know who he is, but
yeah, it sounds familiar.
And so he's a big internet guy. So we ran his funnels, and he worked with a big fitness guru. And we captured it was like 1 million leads, I swear.
Really?
But, we tested everyone, and we split every market up where it was like, would they go through the funnel, and they would be split into men, women, every little criteria. And it was just like massive amounts. It was just all women.
Because women care more about their looks, right?
Yeah.
Well, my marketing is towards men, and most of my clients have been men. But I focus more on like stress and like hormones and testosterone and staying young. Like I'm hitting like the 40-year-old guys, so a lot of my videos and branding will go towards those kind of guys.
Yeah, I mean, as long as your message is spot on with them.
Yeah.
It's really about the copy. If your copy is spot on to really resonate with that, whatever your market is, then they'll download it, and then you take them through that thing and keep the message congruent throughout, and know your audience's pain points, know what they really want.
Yeah.
Right?
And I have a good idea, but I definitely need to, the more the better, learning that type of thing. And I'm gonna, that's why I'm going to be doing lots of testing and seeing what's working, what's not working. Right now, I just really need to figure out the fundamentals. Like that's what's good. This is like a really good call for me because I'm at least getting the bones of it going. So I can, then I can start testing stuff and all that. What were you saying about the domain? So like, I want to get this, like, let's say I want to get this published. I want it to be.
Go to your account, the top right.
Okay.
Go to, where's the custom domains? You just passed it. It's the third one.
Okay.
And then go to add a domain. You did that one already down there?
I don't know. Did I already on? This one?
Get out of there. Exit that. So see how you have.
Where does it show the? I do have one set up. Oh, okay, cool. I must have done it. I had it like 4 months ago. Then I put it on hold, so I probably did it back then.
Okay. Just hit edit. Make sure it's all set up.
So that means it's already.
You want the root? Hit enable SSL.
Enable. Sorry?
Hit update domain.
Okay.
Okay. And then hit setup. Okay. So this is where it tells you there are 2 possible scenarios, right? And it walks you through how to do it. See, that's what I said. The Go My Domain. I always think that's a little better option. It tends to work better, and then you don't mess up with your domain name because you have a website within that domain name already.
Yeah.
It'll screw everything up.
Okay. So
what you want to do is just set up the go.your domain, and like I said, it could be anything. But if you
or like health.domain, whatever I want, right?
Exactly. It could be anything. So you go to setting up a custom subdomain, and it will tell you to go into your domain settings, but it
This
does walk through it.
subdomain.
The second one, yeah.
Okay. So this won't mess up my real website, right?
It won't, no, but if you
Okay.
do the other one, it will.
Okay.
So like this one's always typically better. So
Okay.
it goes to Cloudflare, so you log into Cloudflare.
This one.
Yep.
Is this free to do? It's not like a. Okay, cool. So I just create, right? Sign up.
Exactly. So you'll sign up, you'll add the domain name.
Okay, so anyway, I'll just write this down. So sign up, add domain, my actual like my domain, or the with the fit in there or health or in there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you'll actually have to go to wherever your domain's hosted, and then you'll have to create a subdomain. So if you go back to ClickFunnels, where it walks you through this, go back to not that page, go back to the other one. And so if you scroll down here, it's going to kind of walk you through, like, go to Cloudflare. It does a great job.
Oh, cool. This will show me how to do it.
Then this is where you go in and add the CNAME. So like name, type in target, whatever, and it kind of walks through this.
And I get this from Wix, where my I'm getting hosted.
This is just right in Cloudflare. So if you keep scrolling down,
oh, okay,
it does a great job.
It'll pull. It's what pulls it from Cloudflare.
It tells you to write the CNAME go, and then to make it point to target.clickfunnels.com, and then the CNAME SSH, and then it goes in account, goes through it, and so it kind of walks you through all that stuff.
Okay, so it's pretty easy to do.
And then I mean it just, you have to just follow the steps.
Yeah, just follow it all the way through.
If you follow the steps, you'll make it work. If not, it can be a little challenging.
Okay, and then does it take like a day or two to process?
It does take a little while to populate.
Okay, but for now, I could still publish it and get it going with like a generic.
Yeah, you would use the ClickFunnels URL, which is already set up in there.
What's already there right now, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's how much time do I have left with you?
I don't know.
Could we do another? Are you cool for like another 10, 15 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So once I have, what was I going to ask you? Let me just make sure I get the fundamentals down on, again, real quick, on the so I can play with it. The other thing I wanted to ask you about is on Facebook ads. You were saying they don't do like a before and after picture. So do you know like a good website where I can kind of get some like a template? I see all the time the guys that do the ebook or like a PDF. It shows like a book, kind of like this.
So yeah,
and a picture of them.
What you do is just go to Fiverr and hire somebody.
Okay. Yeah, I know Fiverr. And then
okay with it, but it's Fiverr you tend to get people faster for ebooks.
Really? And they can make it look really good, like my picture here. And the book. Okay.
Yeah, there's some great designs, and obviously it's depending on their cost, anywhere from $5 to $25.
Okay. So a picture of me and the book is going to be fine with Facebook. I just can't put a before and after of myself, right? Or somebody else.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. And that sucks because that would really, I think I'd get a lot more clicks with that.
Oh, yeah. They banned that a long time ago.
Is there any way, like a workaround that? Like maybe I can put it like
on the thank you page? Only on the thank you page.
Oh, on the thank you. So on the thank you where I'm talking about myself, I could put a picture of myself before and after.
In that video, that's where you say, you go, I want to teach, let me show you this big thing. But first, let me introduce myself and tell you who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Then you show, well, I've done this, and this client's achieved this, and this client's achieved this. Here's the before and after photos. Don't believe in, what I'm saying. Just look at the photos for yourself, and you can,
And give them like my story, and maybe me plus other, and then plus clients.
Feel like your credentials go through this whole thing of like, yeah, no, I'm amazing, I'm great, but I'm just really saying it to get to know you, just like you would do when you approach, somebody for a date. You'd be like, hey, this is who I am, this is blah blah blah. That's how you engage them. You're getting to know them.
Yeah.
Obviously, video, you can't ask them like, well, what's your name? Who are you? But that's where you say, I want to get to know you more. So hey, let's set up a call and. I want you to fill me in more about yourself, since you know about me.
Okay. Okay. And what was I going to ask you? Oh, do you have like a template that kind of walks like a video template, like a PDF, or do you know of one I can maybe download that kind of shows you that like what you're talking about?
I do have probably something I can probably send you.
If you can, that'd be awesome. Just something that shows like a typical template of the thank you page video, like the order or whatever. Because that sounds right, and that's what I've seen out there, like on good ones, on good opt-in pages. I've seen that, like Brendan Bouchard does that, and some other guys I follow. Yeah, so that sounds like really similar to what they're doing, so I know it works. So in here, you like the left, the picture. I need to make like a picture, right? And like the name, I can, top 10 superfoods.
I would delete all this. I would
Oh, really?
just add whatever plus an element.
Uh huh.
So just add the element.
So you would delete from here then, right? Like this,
No,
or the whole thing here?
the book itself. No, don't delete that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I would delete this like fake cover of book because I want to make it 3D looking. And so just go in here. So say we deleted each of the elements, but don't. Just
Okay.
click on the little plus button.
Okay. Like anywhere, right? Like here?
Yeah, we want to add an element.
Mm-hmm.
We want to add an image. So what we're going to do is just add a whole image that will cover that.
And that's where I need to put the text in, or I can write the text in and then just put an image of.
We don't care about text, right?
Yeah.
So just edit that.
Okay.
And so then we're going to click the image thing over here.
And that's where I put it. Because I can't put like something like I can put something like this is fine, right? I can't put this though, right?
But let's just say that's the picture of the ebook that we added to it, right? So click that and then hit add image. There you go. And so now let's do this. Let's get rid of all this other text.
So this one, right?
Delete each one of those.
So orange is delete of the element, right? Or settings of the element.
Exactly. Orange is the elements. That's where all the text is, all that other stuff.
What was the blue again? That's like the container.
Yeah, the container of each one. So like, see how each one has, and then you can even slide that over. So get rid of that top little element as well.
Which one?
That's in the blue thing. So that's in the file. So here's how you edit this. So go to elements at the top. No, go to columns.
Up here.
At the very top, hit columns. Click that.
Okay.
And you're gonna scroll down it. So see how it says book. So go to the book one. See how it highlights that one. Hit the edit little button. Yep. And then so within here, we want to go to advanced because it has some stuff that we don't want.
Mm-hmm.
See how it has the color? Let's get rid of it. Hit the white. And then let's go get out of there. Nope, stay within.
Oh, sorry. So go back to columns, right?
Yep.
Edit.
And then go into the advanced settings again. Let's go border. Let's get rid of top only. With that, just hit none. Right, so then now it looks better.
Oh, okay.
That's how you would edit the format of one of the blue things.
Mm-hmm.
And so
advance and then border.
You go out of here, and then click on the image again. Looks like we need to get rid of those elements down here below too.
So just a delete, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So there you go. Now click on this image. And now see the image height or width. We can change that down below, just a little lower. A little lower. Now type in like 300. And this is just something you play with.
Yeah, to see what looks the best, right?
So obviously 300 is not big enough, so you're like 600.
And that's the only one. I don't have to play with the image width, just the height, right?
Either one of them will do both of them. So if you
I see.
Width, it does the same thing for the most part.
So you can make it smaller and bigger.
Yeah. Because ideally you want an image that's in the same height as the opt-in, right?
Like in this thing, right?
Yeah. So this wouldn't be the best image to fit in this box because you want it to be a little wider.
To cover this part?
Yeah, exactly. So you want the ebook to just be right there, and then it just looks symmetrical.
What is that? Do you know what this like is that like a 1080 by 720?
I have no idea, but if you typically get a book design, it'll be the right size, so you should be good. This is just a little more narrower photo, and you could hit edit, hit the settings on that again,
Mm-hmm.
and if you adjusted the width, you can make it the image fatter.
Oh, okay.
So then there you go.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can
So you want this to be the same as this?
so like the same heights, so how it's level. So you now change the top margin,
Mm-hmm. The which one?
the margin, top margin up top, the very scroll bar, the scroll bar up top.
And then you can kind of line it up, right?
Exactly, and it just makes the page look a
It
little
looks cleaner and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then on Fiverr is where I'm going to get this picture, right? They can do this for me?
So you get someone, even on Upwork, you can find somebody. Just do a quick design, ebook design, and they'll just design a book about the top 10 superfoods.
Okay, and that is the same image that I'll use for Facebook, the ad, right?
Oh yeah,
So I just use the same. So just let them know it's going to be a Facebook ad and it's going to be on the opt-in page so they can make the right dimensions and all that.
the more congruent you can be with the message, where people know, like, this is what I'm getting. I land on this page, I get this. If I put in my information, you'll get better conversion.
Okay. So once I'm done playing with this, all I need is the email. The get access will be going to the thank you page, right?
Correct.
So this is I just have to program to go to the thank you page.
No, it's already set.
Oh, it's already set automatically. Okay.
Click on it. We'll click on it just to be sure. You got to make sure you set the action, and it should just say submit form. Yeah.
Which one? Oh, submit form to. So this means it's going to the next page.
Yeah, it means it's going to submit the data, so then MailChimp captures it, and it would go to the next page.
Okay. And then show me again one more time how to make sure it's using the MailChimp, that it's connected.
Settings up the top left in the gray. Yep. Go to integrations.
Integration. See, this is how I learned by doing it. Is a couple of times it gets in my brain, you know. So then you go to.
You'll drop down, and once MailChimp is in the API settings,
it'll be here, or
you'll see it in the integrations. It'll say MailChimp.
Oh, it'll be right here.
And then you go through the process and make sure it's in the right list, because you can set lists in MailChimp.
Okay, and then with MailChimp, all I got to do is I log in, and I'm gonna or create an account, whatever, and then it's gonna give me like a. Show me that one more time. So once I'm in MailChimp, I'm gonna set it all up through there, and then bring it over here to ClickFunnels.
So once you log into MailChimp, MailChimp will give you an API.
API, that's right. Let me write that down real quick. So API from MailChimp.
So you'll get your API key within the settings area of MailChimp.
And
you'll just paste that in ClickFunnels and where in the account integrations. And then once it's integrated, then it basically will say, once people sign up, we're going to push this data here.
That's in here, right? Integrations? Or that's one out of here. To set up the actual MailChimp is out here again, right? It's under...
Yeah, in the account and integrations.
That's right. It's in here. So this is where I'm going to put in the API, copy and paste it into here. Add new integration, right?
Yep, exactly.
So this is going to be the MailChimp, select integration type, MailChimp, and then it's going to ask me for the API.
Yep.
And I'm going to do that every time.
Nope. Once your integrations are set within the account, they're set. They're good.
Okay.
But within the page, the opt-in page, you always want to make sure it's set to the proper list. You have to connect that page always, right? And
okay.
But it will be easy because it will automatically pull up the integration within your ClickFunnels account and MailChimp that you say, like, because let's say you have one for superfoods that you need to have them to get that, and then you have one for a 10-week abdominal program or
different opt-ins
email series. So then you can organize it.
So and that I do that in MailChimp. I have different categories in MailChimp.
Correct. You would set up like lists. So then in the integration in here says when this list is hit, this happens.
Yeah, I see. And it'll automatically transport that to once I add it, it'll already be all in there in ClickFunnels. In
MailChimp, there's a superfood list. When somebody opts into this or any other opt-in that you set to get that email of superfoods, it goes there. So let's say there's a fat loss list, then it goes there. And that's how you can kind of split test and figure out which lead magnet is better and all that.
And okay, and I can have, is MailChimp free?
MailChimp does, I think, have an initial free thing, and then you pay for it.
And then to get more emails and to have more categories and
it allows you to send more and more integrations, and then they have an automation section.
Okay,
is good. I don't use it that much. I use more like Infusionsoft and ActiveCampaigns, but I actually like on the lower tier, even though I don't ever use it, because is GetResponse.
GetResponse.
GetResponse is a really good one. They have a lot of features.
Instead of MailChimp?
Instead of MailChimp.
You think I should? Would you recommend me to get that instead then? Should I just get that one?
GetResponse. I think their prices are comparable.
GetResponse. And same thing, right? Get in there, go to the settings, get the API.
And then integrate it with ClickFunnels.
And then I can transfer everything that I've got so far from Wix. I have like maybe 100 in there. I can transfer it to GetResponse, right?
You export it as a CSV file and then import it.
Okay. GetResponse for mail integration. Okay, let me just make sure that was. I mean, I could talk to you all day, but I know we're on a short amount of time, so let me just make sure no domain name change. Got that. Which one? Got that. Sales coach phone. Opt-in emails. Got that. Except payments. That would be under probably one. I just go to here. Like that would be under like a thank you page, I guess, right?
Yeah. The first thing you have to do is again the accounts. Create an integration with your payments. You can use Stripe for free.
Stripe. Okay, so payments.
So you can set up Stripe and you can create a membership thing off of Stripe, and you can also collect payments for free.
So you go to accounts, and then you said go to billing?
You would go to payment gateways.
Oh, payment gateways. And then I'll go to Stripe separately, set up an account with them.
Go to Stripe separately, set up an account with them, and then it's a free account, which is great. And then
cool.
You can actually have multiple businesses under your same account within Stripe.
And then just connect it here. Is this pretty easy to do here?
The same thing. You would connect the API, and then when you add an order form, then you connect it with Stripe, and then you'd be good.
And that would typically be probably not on a thank you page, but maybe like an upsell type page where buy my 1 week or 2 week cleanse or something like that for $47, blah, blah, blah.
You could use it for anything, right? And you can also use Stripe standalone. So if somebody pays you, you can just put their information in Stripe directly.
Really?
A membership and all that stuff. So Stripe has really been beneficial for a lot of new businesses.
And do you know what the percentage is on it?
It's the same.
Like 2.8 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's like 2.8, 2.9 or something.
Cool, and it's free, huh?
Totally free. Just
awesome.
Like transaction fees.
Cool, because I think I'm paying $20 a month right now for the software I have. Okay, so I'll get that too then. That was another question. Let me just make sure that's optimize payments, split testing, and the split testing again is just where you go to where it was next to it, right, and create something similar, and then you just change it up a little bit, run it, and you would run it under you create a different domain name too for it, right?
No, I would keep everything in the same domain name, right? There's no reason, unless it's a totally different business. Like I have customers who have like 5 different businesses or more under ClickFunnels, and so we have multiple different domains because it's like one business might be lingerie, the other one might be fitness products, the other one might be supplements, and it's like, well, obviously we're not going to send information to lingerie when it's fitness.
Yeah.
And so that's where you'd have the segmented stuff like that. But if it's all online, then it's fine.
So it would be like www.pinedahealth/
So here, I'll show you how to change the domain name. Go to settings up here, top right.
Top right, settings.
In the blue tab.
Oh, got it.
This is also where you can see all the contacts you registered. So in here, see how it says domain? The little to the left bottom, right there. So it says domain. You'd click that, and it has that in there.
Oh, okay.
It won't work, and so it will make your page broken.
Uh-huh.
That domain is not set up.
Yeah. Once I set it up, then I go in here.
Then you go in there, and then you go to each individual page in the funnel, where under funnel steps to your left, and you make sure go in there to each page, the opt-in and the thank you.
For under where? Under funnel.
To the left, to the left. Up one, so it's thank you, the thank you page.
Uh-huh.
Click on that.
Thank you or opt-in?
Either one. And then in here, you see that little wheel. Click the wheel. And then you would change, no, sorry, get out of here. In the wheel up top, with right above that, where it has the domain name or the URL.
Oh, up here?
That wheel, yeah, you click that one. Okay, no, they changed it, so it's just in that one spot then. It should be good. Another thing in here in the blue is stats. So this is obviously important to look at when you start to send traffic. You're gonna want to see the opt-in, and it's gonna tell you, whatever, 20 people landed on this page and 10 people registered, and you have a 50% opt-in rate, which is awesome, right? If you're getting below like 20%, you need to change the design or the format or the copy.
Yeah. The copy would be good for Fiverr as well?
No, you're not going to. Copy's expensive to buy.
Is it?
Right?
Yeah.
Good copy. If you hire people that are cheap with copy, you're going to typically get crappy copy.
Really? Yeah.
But also, so there's always the thing, like, you can pay top dollar for copy, or for simple stuff, you can just test it for a lot cheaper.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Just keep testing different copy, right?
With a simple landing page like you have, the copy's not that complicated.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, for tons of EMUP follow-ups and selling super expensive courses and all that stuff, the copy is extremely valuable.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna have to test it, or at some point maybe even hire somebody that's good to do it.
Yeah, that's where you get, because you're just starting out with, like, all you have to do is get that opt-in.
Yeah.
Just converting at 30%.
Right here, right? The rate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will all show up. It's fairly easy to see. There'll be little drop-down buttons if you have multiple pages, but you'll see it, and it will give you the data. But that's something you want to track. You want to track, like, okay, well, this gave me this gave me that, and because if you're getting a 10% opt-in rate, it tells you like something's not right.
Okay, so that means I need to make some changes if the opt-in's been.
Exactly.
Okay.
So in all this stuff, it's all about testing. So, like, I mean, I know a lot, and I put together campaigns, and I'm like, crap, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'll quickly know, like, dude, this sucks. Like, or a client will say, I want to do it this way, and I might be like, okay, but I don't think it's going to work. But I'm just like, well, okay, well, let's do it. And if you're open to it, just testing it and looking at tracking the data and making adjustments from there. And so I don't shoot myself in the foot by saying it won't work, because sometimes it does. And I'm like, really? I never thought it would.
Really?
It's just about the data. It's like you look at the data and it's simple math. It's like, okay, well, I got 30% opt-in. Then I got another 30% opt-in to the next step. And then I got another 30% opt-in. Well, that's pretty solid. Yeah. And then obviously it's about the numbers. So if you spend $100 and you make $100, that's a home run. Right? Obviously, if you spend $100 and you make $500, that's a grand slam.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you can spend the same amount that you're making, advertising is free, and you can ramp it up. And literally at that point, things explode.
Because then you're not paying anything for advertising, and you can just keep putting more and more.
You could spend $1 million and make $1 million back.
Yeah, wow. And
then you become the most famous person in your niche.
Yeah.
You can spend $1 million.
Once you get the perfect opt-in pages generating dollar for dollar.
Yeah, exactly. People are like, "Oh, it sucks." I'm like, "What do you mean? You just got free advertising." And it's like, if you can conquer that, then, because once so when you position yourself as the expert in the market, you make good money. Yeah. When you position yourself as the authority in the money or in the market, you make great money. When you position yourself as the celebrity authority,
then it's like, boom.
obscene amounts of money. That's Donald Trump type money.
Mm-hmm.
He's a celebrity authority. He gets paid $1 million a speech, even before he became the president.
Yeah, and that's just by tons and tons of advertising and getting your name out there.
He was a celebrity authority. He was an apprentice, and obviously he was authority in the real estate market. So everybody wanted his information, just like Kim Kardashian. She's not really an authority, but she's a celebrity.
But she's a celebrity, yeah.
Celebrities can make a lot of money.
Like appearances and all that, yeah.
Oh, totally. I mean, she sells all kinds of products.
Advertising, yeah.
She makes boatloads of money off of her products.
Mm-hmm. Would you suggest initially maybe making some kind of like low dollar offer, like maybe a $7 offer?
You can do that, and you can test it, right? I always say it's fine to always do something. You want to always try to get back your ad spend. That's goal number one. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. That'd be a good way to get my at least the money back for advertising by making a little low offer.
If you can do something super simple, like all of them work if the copy's good and the offer's good.
Yeah,
so it's like I've done where $7 or $27 or $1 trial, and then it bills them later on. Trial, and it auto bills them. As long as you're up front with it, almost all of them will work if it's the right offer and it's a good product. There's times where I'm like, this product sucks. It's not going to sell. And it's like it's not. It's the market determines that. Not. It's like we can force it, but it's not going to make your money.
Yeah. That could be even like maybe like a 4-part video series could be a maybe like a $40 thing, right? Or membership site.
Yeah, exactly.
Memberships. I could do a membership site also through ClickFunnels, right?
Oh yeah.
And put videos on there and PDFs and all that. Okay, cool. What do you typically charge to help somebody set up a an opt-in and with everything, just a high converting opt-in?
A high converting opt-in, I could keep it at the same rate that we're charging now.
Yeah, to create the whole entire opt-in, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, right. I just want to understand. I want to understand it because then I'd like to be able to do things myself too and understand it. But I definitely would like to, hire somebody who knows what they're doing, because you've been doing this. You know how to split test. You know what works, what doesn't work.
And the plus side is that I can get through it a whole lot faster.
Yeah.
Than you probably.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly, once I have access to the Facebook accounts, it's like pixels done, boom, 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 boom. All right, good. All right, run an ad, test it. Nope. Okay, test this. And I know the scenarios.
And then so your fee will cover it working, like you'll test it and make sure it's actually getting conversions.
Oh yeah. No, so Upwork, right? It's just an hourly tracker thing. So I just turn the thing on when I'm working on your stuff, and obviously you see the whatever screenshots it takes while I'm working. And then it just bills that way. But then I just go through. It's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And normally with my clients, I set up calls, and I'm like, okay, well, this is working. This is not working. This is why it's working. This is what we're testing.
So it'd be like $75 an hour, and I could see how much time you're putting in, that kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, how many hours typically would something like this go for? Like on average, like maybe 4 hours, maybe 5 hours, or is it 10 hours?
I would say I could probably set it up in about that time, maybe even less. I know the fitness niche extremely well, and so I can crank this out really quickly because I'll want to set up like the audience. I want to make sure that we're building an audience. So because the biggest thing with Facebook, right? Like Facebook a few months ago doubled their prices for advertising. So it's out of my power. Like I used to be able to get leads for $2-3. Now they're like $8-10.
Really?
And that's just because Facebook raised their prices. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing or anything. They just raise their prices. So gold mine for Facebook, right?
Yeah.
But what happens is we want to create an audience. The faster we can create an audience or leads that come in, we can fine tune it. That means I can get the conversions at a lower price. Just like if you have a customer list, I can use that if it's 200 people or more and build a lookalike audience that will target people more effectively.
On Facebook, right?
Yeah, because otherwise, fitness is fairly easy because the targeting is pretty laid out really well. It's like we go after people that are associated with like Jillian Michaels, this, and a certain, age range. Certain, obviously, we go after male or female. We go after certain criteria. So fitness works really well. There's some markets that are a little more challenging, but like I said, I know fitness extremely well. So.
Well, see, but me, I'm more the nutrition side of things. I mean, I do talk about fitness, but I would say 80% of it is like the nutrition and the whole, which pertains to like anti-aging and stress relief and energy, but it's a lot about foods and superfoods and herbs and smoothies and cleansing, that kind of thing. I mean, you think do you know anything about that kind of stuff?
So I had a fitness company for 15 years and just sold it probably like 6 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was really into holistic. I have a kinesiology degree, so
awesome.
I know it really well.
Awesome, perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm more of the holistic approach and all that. So great. So okay, so you're thinking maybe like 3 hours to create like a really good converting opt-in page.
Yeah, the initial stuff won't take that long because it's like, all right, once we have that ebook done, it's just me plugging and playing, putting the copy in there, and launching it, testing it. I test a handful of different ads because I want to know, like, okay, which one's going to fire, but which one's going to get the best results. All right, we'll cancel that. This one's the winning ad, so to speak. And then from there, it's just monitoring it. It's like, okay, well, let me check in every so often and be like, okay, this is going well. This is going well.
Yeah.
This is where we get. This is where we can improve it. Okay, we're getting 30%. Can I split test it and get 40%? Things like that. And then it's like, okay, well, the next step in the funnel. The first step is like, I want to get high-end opt-ins. Yeah. So high converting. So it's like, okay, perfect. Then it's like, well, okay, what's the next step in the funnel? Are we getting phone calls? Are you getting, phone appointments set? No. Well, okay, well, now I need to figure out, like, okay, what can we do? How can we adjust the video? How can we tweak this? How can we? It's like, okay, well, now we're getting calls. Once you get calls, well, that's on you, right? Like,
yeah. Then I can handle it.
Suck at selling, then talk about how you approach people. But that becomes like, well, okay, I've done everything. I'm like, you got to improve your selling.
Yeah, yeah. And do you like the idea of a PDF as the initial opt-in, or is a video better, or is a survey? I've seen surveys, I've seen PDFs, I've seen.
So I worked with the financial market and generated over close to like 1 million leads with them. And the simple ebook PDF is the best thing for opt-in.
Really? Okay.
I've generated so many leads. I'm like, dude, a stupid ebook is typically one of the best things that you can do.
For the initial, right? The opt-in.
Yeah. Sometimes free courses and fitness, you can do a free program, which tend to work well too. Or like a free nutrition program.
Like here's a 7-day nutrition guide.
Oh, totally. Or
yeah.
Like, intermittent fasting is real popular now. So stuff that's trendy is really good too, where you just do like a quick things, and they're obviously easier to do because you don't have to like, oh, I gotta write this PDF or this ebook or whatever. And you can hire a ghostwriter to do all that stuff too.
Yeah, on this, right, on Upwork.
Yeah, exactly. And so then you can put that stuff together.
But you mean for the program, would that be a video? Like, let's say I did a 7-day nutrition program. Would it be like a video with a PDF of the nutrition, like weekly for all the different meals?
I would recommend a video because you got to remember, video is the best way to communicate online, and it's the best way to engage people with you in your brand.
Yeah, yeah. You become
if they're reading stuff, it doesn't really connect them with you that well. Just like the thing is, most ebooks people sign up for, they never open it.
Yeah.
They never even look at it.
Well, that's why I was asking you. But you still like the PDF as the initial though for the opt-in?
They work the best for
getting the people, and then
but they suck for engagement.
Yeah, so that's why you have the video on the thank you page, and you start emailing them videos, and it just gets them to opt into you. They probably won't even read the thing, but that's why you got the video talking to them directly.
Exactly, because it's like you got a captive audience. Now you want to engage them.
Yeah.
So I need to start them over and push them to the direction you want.
Yeah, so I need to start shooting some video and
the thing with video is like we all get caught up. It needs to be perfect and high quality. That stuff doesn't matter that much based off the research. It matters more that the audio is good and the message.
Yeah. I have a good mic, so I got that covered. And if you could send me just that template of, you know, story, testimonials, pain points, whatever you have, anything like that, just to show me like something I could kind of follow, and then I'll make a script for it and shoot it.
Okay, cool.
And then with that, then all you'll need is the PDF, you'll need the video, and then would you need more videos for the opt-in to get it going, or like, oh, but that would be more for like if I wanted to do like a 3-part video series or something like that, right?
Yeah, that would be something else because this funnel, the goal is to opt them in,
Yeah, get a call,
get it. Yeah, exactly.
get the email and get a call, right? Build the list. It's simple.
Engage them with the thing to drive them to an appointment.
Mm-hmm. And then what about webinar funnels? You know how to create those? Probably, of course, right? What do you think of What do you think of webinars?
Webinars work phenomenal. They're one of the best things to sell high ticket offers right off the bat.
So I definitely need to. And can I do webinars through ClickFunnels? Like you could do the funnel, but not the webinar, right?
No, you can do everything. It's not a true webinar,
Mm-hmm.
but you can still do it. Like I've seen it work just through ClickFunnels.
Really?
It's really just a video that they go to that makes it look like kind of a live thing.
It's automated though, right? It's not really live, right?
Yeah, people kind of have gotten smarter. Webinar Jam would be your best webinar program if you really want to dive into that one.
I heard Stealth is really good too. Ever heard of Stealth?
I've heard of Stealth. I think Webinar Jam's cost is more effective.
Really?
It's more, and it has some super cool features. But you know, whatever. All of them can work.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend doing live webinars in the beginning, just so you understand your audience, what questions they ask, how to do it, and then you can make it look. Webinar Jam has a feature where you can make it look like a live webinar, where it's public, but it's not.
So, but do them live at first, though, so I can get the use of kind of like the just talking to my audience, really, right? Answering questions.
Exactly, because you want to figure out like what works. Like it's gonna be a disaster the first few times.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's you know, once you do anything multiple times, you're like, oh, if I said this, it would have got these people to close.
Yeah, it's just practice.
If I said this, I would have got these people to close.
Yeah.
And so you miss out a lot in the first few webinars, but when you get all that data from people, you're like, oh, these people all want me to talk about this, and if I talk about this, they would have signed up.
Yeah. Yeah, you learn from it, right?
Exactly.
And the Webinar Jam, I could do a live one?
You can do live ones.
Okay, but not on ClickFunnels, right?
I don't. Yeah, you can't. It's all just a video you upload.
Okay. So maybe down the road later I could do that with an automatic one, but to do the live, I got to get the Webinar Jam.
Yeah, but I mean, people, if it's valuable content and people can watch it, like there's a guy who does Facebook marketing and he just destroys it and has just a crappy webinar.
Really?
It's just a video.
Wow. And with the webinar, it's just like you make some like a PowerPoint, right? And you kind of talk with the PowerPoint.
Yeah. So there's some scripts and stuff that are really valuable that help you go through your process.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to overwhelm people in a when you give them so much information, because let's just say if they're in a video and I just give all this information away for free. Give it away.
Yeah.
What people in their mind will do is say, you know what? Before I start with him, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't want them to do that. You're like, no, you need to hire me. And then we can coach you because the success rate of somebody doing it on their own is what?
Yeah, it's low, super low. So yeah, you just give them a little bit of value. And then you offer the offer.
There's a process. You talk about beliefs, and you knock down their beliefs and build them up with new beliefs. Mm-hmm. It's like, like for example, if I was going to sell a course and be like, I was out there and I bought this course and I bought this course because if I didn't buy these courses first, I would have never been able to achieve this. Mm-hmm. So now they have to associate like, well, hey, he bought courses. I want to be like him, so I'm going to buy courses.
Yeah.
Right, so you talk about like first step is you have to hire somebody. I even hired this person and this person to teach me how to do this and this and this. Mm-hmm. So they know like, well, okay, well if I want these results, I of course need to hire somebody too. Yeah, yeah. And those are the type of beliefs you want them to start. Like you just got rid of the fact that like, yeah, I couldn't have done it on my own. I needed to hire this person. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I needed to get this advice, and I needed to pay money because now that you just broke them down, I'm saying like, oh, I of course probably need to hire somebody too because I can't do it on my own.
Yeah. It's going to take years on your own when you can, with a coach,
Yeah,
you can cut into 6 months.
you want to change their belief that like, oh, I can get this information, I can do it on their own. Which
Mm-hmm.
we already know in fitness they typically can't because unless they have somebody coaching them and
Yeah,
holding their hand, they're not going to get results.
exactly. Okay. So, and you know how to create webinar funnels and all that as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm glad you got a lot of experience in this. That's what I'm looking for. And you've had good results, right? You've had some really good selling, converting
Oh yeah.
funnels.
We've had some home runs. Had some disasters too, but some home runs.
But you learned from it, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes it's just the wrong product.
Oh, okay.
Like sometimes it's like like I got B traps to sell actually pretty well, but the margins weren't good, and so I was like, well, if your margins aren't there, like, and you can't improve your margins, then this is not good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I can get it to sell, but like, if you're losing money, it's not valuable.
Yeah.
It costs you $14, and we can only sell it for 20. I'm like, it's not a good product.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
Some things are just, whatever. You got to tell the clients like, it's just not good.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just tell them it's like, you shouldn't do videos. You suck on video. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. The video, I'm pretty good at the video, and I'm getting better the more I do it. So I know that's super important. Videos are huge.
it's just the more you engage with people,
Yeah.
right? Like and the thing is, people think it needs to be complex, but if you look at Dr. Axe,
Uh-huh.
the best videos are like hey, let me explain this to you like a 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And do the like old school English paper, like, let me talk about the body.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my topics. And then here, I'm going to explain topic 1, then topic 2, then topic 3.
Mm-hmm.
When it's that approach, people just soak it up.
Yeah, because it's easy to understand, right?
Super simple. And it follows a pattern. It's like, okay, cool, I do this. Okay, then this, then this.
Mm-hmm.
It also lets them know up front, like, okay, well, I know what to follow.
Yeah. Okay. So first step for me would just get the opt-ins going. I mean in the emails into a call, and then I could create a funnel that's maybe like a webinar funnel or like a video series funnel. And they can go really long, right? You can have an upsell, a downsell.
Yeah, a webinar thing, right? Like the goal, really, it just is a really long video you get people to watch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get the fact that it could be live or it's a video. It's just, it gets them to really watch it. And then when you give somebody an hour of information format, it gets it really easy to close it.
Yeah, because they've already spent all that time with you, right? And they know you.
If I've invested an hour with you, I'm probably going to be like, well, yeah, I should hire her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you've already put that time into the person.
And at the same time, if you've had somebody for an hour, you should be able to close them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's what the webinar goal is.
Yeah, it's typically for high ticket offers. So like $997, $1,000.
It'd be for like one-on-one coaching, like a 6-month program, or a group program for like $2,000 6-month program, something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then the ones that like go upsell, downsell, and they're longer, those are more like online, what's it called, like a membership site type of thing, right? Where they're watching videos.
It could be anything, right? You could do a membership site. You could do, I'm drawing a blank.
I'm just thinking like stuff that you can get paid while you're sleeping. I definitely want to create stuff like that too, where people are buying stuff from you that you don't need to be there for.
A supplement, all-in-one, or live events, things like that.
Oh yeah, supplement. Okay, and live event. Or videos, like a video series, like a 5-part video series or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Supplements too, of course, right? You could do all that through funnels.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually creating a supplement in the next few months, so I could probably talk to you about that too, and maybe you working with me on a funnel for the supplement.
Very cool.
Sounds good, man. There's a lot of info, and I'm going to start I'm going to start playing with it because I really just want to get the foundation down of it, and I need to think of some things. So I might actually even change my initial PDF or make it look better and all that before I start doing the Facebook ads. But yeah, I definitely would like to use you to create a funnel.
Awesome.
So yeah, you're saying initial, like a pretty good basic funnel, get people on the phone, maybe 3 hours converting to get it to converting, right? Hello?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And then, so all you would
Yeah,
need from me
correct.
is you just need me to have a good PDF and a good thank you video. Pretty much. That's what I need to make sure I have, right?
And I would even say we create a handful of opt-ins and we test them all.
Yeah. Oh, different, like different PDFs, different.
Oh yeah, well, PDFs, maybe a survey, something like not a survey, but like a quiz. They tend to work really well.
Quiz.
Different that will engage people, where it takes them down a path of like, oh, well, I'm excited. Yeah, no, I want this.
Yeah. So there's different. Yeah, I've seen people doing quizzes a lot too. So quiz, PDF, maybe video, just different stuff to see what works,
like
right?
a free video course, free workout program, or a free nutrition program,
Like
or
7-day eating
exactly,
plan.
shopping guide, things like that.
Okay. So, and that's what you would need from me when you're creating these funnels is the
Yeah, the content.
the content, right? What about the copy? Are you good with that, or do I need to get somebody for
Yeah,
that?
no, I'm good with the copy.
Okay, cool. Because that's what I hate.
I wouldn't say I'm amazing, but the copy guys are like $250 an hour.
Yeah, well, and it's good as you already know this. You know the health and fitness industry, which is good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna start playing with this and kind of just go over everything we went over, and then I'll be contacting you soon for to start doing the funnel.
Sounds good, Ryan.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for your time.
You got it. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.